Hello, Carla. It's me again. This time, we're doing spiced pickled peaches. Something we always had at holiday time, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We'd always get spiced peaches. You could buy them in the grocery store in jars, and I love these things. And you can't find them anymore in the grocery stores. The company that made them that we always got, Sunshine, doesn't make them anymore. So I started looking for alternatives. I was looking online for other people who made them, and I found some. And a 1 quart jar online is $21, and that's on the Walmart website. I'm not paying $21 for a quart of peaches, regardless. So I thought there's got to be a better way. So I started searching to find recipes where I could make my own, and that's what I did. So I'm going to show you how to do these. Spiced peaches. They've got cloves, cinnamon, allspice. Very, very tasty things. Won't cost you an arm and a leg to make them. A whole lot cheaper. And they're really good. So stand by and we'll show you how to make them. Getting started with the spiced pickled peaches, what we're going to need is some sugar or your favorite sugar substitute. If you want to use Splenda, that'll be fine. We're going to need some apple cider vinegar. Of course, we're going to need the peaches. For each quart, I'm using the larger can of peaches. This is 1 pound 13 ounces, or net weight 29 ounces. It's the big can of sliced peaches. These are in 100% fruit juice. You can get these in heavy syrup, but that's a whole lot of extra added sugar, and I'm trying to avoid that. So I'm just using it in the 100% fruit juice. So a little better option there. For the spices, we need, for each quart, 2 cinnamon sticks. And you just take the cinnamon sticks and break them in half. Maybe. There we go, like that. We're done with that. We need some whole cloves. And I'm using whole allspice berries. I love these things. If you can't find whole allspice berries, you can use the ground allspice. But I prefer allspice berries. I use these in a lot of things because they have a really great flavor. So you're also going to need, for each recipe, you'll need 1 quart mason jar. And you're going to need a saucepan for making the syrup. And that's everything we need, so we're going to get started. So into the saucepan, we're going to take the peaches. We're going to drain the liquid out of the peaches into the saucepan, and then leave the peaches in the can. Again, I'm making a double batch, and the recipe that I put in the description will be for 1 quart. If you're making multiple batches like I am today, just increase your quantities proportionally, depending on how many batches you're making. Alright, there's 1. So I'm making a double batch. We'll do the next one. Okay, to this, I'm going to add the sugar. Again, 1 cup per recipe. I'm doubling, so I'm going to put 2 cups in here. There we go. All right. The apple cider vinegar. Go ahead and turn this on, get it heating up while I'm doing this. 1 cup of vinegar per recipe. So 2 for the double. Okay, for the spices, I'm going to do the cinnamon sticks. I do 2 cinnamon sticks per quart. So I put these in here. Cinnamon sticks. Okay. Put in the whole cloves. Then the allspice berries. Like that. We're going to bring this up to a boil, a full boil, stirring constantly because you don't want the sugar stuff to foam up and boil over. It's going to come to a full boil, full rolling boil, and then once it comes to a full boil, you're going to reduce the heat down to a simmer, let it simmer for 5 minutes. So we'll work on that, and then we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, as you can see, this is coming to a boil, and you see it foams up, and that's why you don't want to walk away, because you don't want this to spill over. So I've turned the heat down to low, and now we're just going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes, and then we'll start loading up the mason jars with the pickles and the spices and get these ready for the refrigerator. Okay, 5 minutes are up, so the syrup has been simmering for 5 minutes. So now we're going to start loading up the jars. I'm going to take the peaches. I'm going to start off. I'm using my fingers here too. They're clean, don't worry. Put in about a layer of peaches. If I can do this without getting them all over the counter. Like that. And then I'm going to put on my pot over here. Use my toaster tongs, grab a stick of cinnamon, put down in there, add some more peaches. Some more cinnamon. Again, I use 2 sticks of cinnamon per quart. And I took the sticks and broke them in half, so that's basically 4 cinnamon pieces per jar. One more. I'll make 4. And put the rest on top. Like that. Jar the same way. You'll notice Pauline's not over here supervising this morning. She's sprawled out on the sofa being lazy. I think she's taking the day off. More cinnamon, more peaches. There's more cinnamon in here somewhere. There we go. Rest of the peaches. That last elusive piece of cinnamon stick in here somewhere. By the way, this will make your kitchen smell like the holidays with all the cloves and the cinnamon and the allspice. It smells really good. Alright, now the fun part. I should probably protect my counter. I'm going to pour brine into the jars, and you don't want to hold on to the jar with your bare hands because that stuff is hot and you will burn your fingers. So let's see if I can do this without spilling all over my counter. Like that. And then do the same with this one. That one off, and there we go. Going to put the lids on them. Seal them nice and tight. And then once I get them sealed, I like to kind of flip the jar back and forth a couple of times just to get everything nice and mixed up in the jar. Like that. I'll let these sit on the counter for a little bit, let them cool off a touch. Then I'm going to stick them in the refrigerator, and they'll sit in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days, and then they'll be ready to eat. You can do it just after 1 day, but 2 or 3 days is even better. So we'll do that in just a moment. So the end result is after a couple of days in the refrigerator, you get these wonderful, very aromatic, very tasty peaches with the cloves and the cinnamon and the allspice. And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to make it. So I can do these for a whole lot cheaper than $21 a quart. So I hope you try this, Carla. They're really, really good. One of my favorite things to eat on the holidays or any time of year. You can make it because they're really good. You can make these with fresh peaches. However, it's the middle of January and fresh peaches are not an option. So using canned peaches is something you can do it any time of year and still have them. So I hope you like this. I hope you try this, Carla. You're going to love these. And we'll see you next time.